inside the stream, kitty cat. Hmm? You just gonna purr? Gonna purr? Hmm? You lose so much hair. I'm not sure how you're not bald. It's kind of incredible. You see your sister over there? She's licking her bumhole. And this is why we don't let you lick my face. Because you're gross. Oh, I need to move the chat, don't I? Chat goes over here. There we go. Hey, peeps. Sorry, I was gonna do stuff, but there's a cat on me now. This is how it be. There's a kitty cat over here. How's my dad? He's better today, thank you. He's had a load of his tests, and I think they're sort of happy that he's on like a better mend. He's not well, but he's better, quite like substantially better than he was, which is nice. He's got a lot of rest and recovery to do, but he'll be alright. That's the good news. Thank you for asking. No, I need to move. I need to go put a cup of tea on. Hey, Jason. I need to put a cup of tea on. You're sitting on me. I can't go anywhere. She's a nice girl, look. You found this game quite creepy. Yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. We've got 2 endings. I don't know if you call them endings or not, but we got two of them. So, right, off. That's it. Up you go. I need to go make a cuppa. That's it. Right, I'm gonna go put the kettle on a sec, and I'll be back. So have a look at the princess. J-Star, you can be in charge today. Oh. And yeah, me too. Thank you. Me too. Right, let me go get the kettle on. How is everyone? How was it going? Has Jay still gone mad with power, or has it been alright? Thanks everybody about well wishes to my dad. Yeah, he's definitely better than he was, which is good. I'm gonna go see him again tomorrow morning. But it's a bit of a relief, you know. I can sort of like I feel like the first time in a couple of days I sort of relax a little bit, you know, like sort of. Oof. So that's good, which is good. You're panicking. Understandable. Ugh. You have to go mad with power as part of the requirement. That's true, actually. I mean, that's why every time you play stuff like Civ, you gotta go full dictatorship. It's the only way to go. Right, I'm just gonna let the kettle go, and then we will get cracking, alright? Oh, dear. Ugh. Hey, thanks, Holly. Much appreciated. Yeah, it was definitely getting me a little bit like worried for sure, because he was varying colours of grey yesterday, but he looks a lot better today. Though the angiogram sounds like utter misery. So oof. I said to him before he goes in, I went, "Wow, I'm glad rather you than me." Eesh. Right, that's the kettle. 2 6. Oh. Right. Ugh. So we're gonna let that settle a second, and we'll go. You encourage Ludax like hand holding. Whoa, whoa, steady, steady. This is a Christian stream for families. I know she's going spooky. Where did we get to anyway? Let's have a quick
You're
look.
on a path in the woods.
Is this our latest save? Yeah. So this one, okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What are we doing, by the way? Are we doing the whole like skip the text we've already seen, Joey, like by hitting tab, or are we letting it play out? I'm trying to think what else we need to do here, really. I guess we need to be really nice to her this time. You're getting a Vampire the Masquerade tattoo, the Nosferatu one. The Nosferatu mask is really cool. It's really, really cool. Where would you get it, man? Let me know if you want to let me play the text we've already heard out, or if you want me to skip it. Can you let me know? And I'll just quickly sort the milk out, and then we can go. There we go. Tea acquired. We are ready to Princess Slow. Oh, hey brother Curtis. Am I planning on playing Sinky City 2 when it comes out? Yes, I am. Very much so. I will, if it's anything like the last games they've been doing, I will probably end up with a key from the developers themselves, actually, so. Played out for the first run since it's a new day. Yep, agreed. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, we will, in that case, let's silently proceed to the cabin this time. We're gonna be nice to the princess.
Short path to the cabin.
We're gonna
You'll find the princess within.
We're gonna give her the hand holdings. Hello, Fuki. You alright?
We're not gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Agreed. We're gonna save the princess.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm gonna proceed into the cabin. Thanks, Fuki. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's definitely a much relief.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Shall I ignore the blade this time?
Of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Shall I just ignore the blade and go straight in?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I almost feel like these are like arc words of the game. Like it's quite. I will enter the basement. See what he says. We didn't take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp.
Can we give the princess a squeeze?
Rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hold her hand.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Speed run slaying the princess. Walk in, stab, done.
Here unarmed.
Hi. I'm here to save you. Lie. I'm here to save you. Let's go. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please,
Hey, Max.
come downstairs.
It's interesting, the narrator's not giving us any shit this time.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I mean, that's a perfectly reasonable question. Oh, tell her thanks, Max. Appreciate it. Jack, if you do decide, you have to let me know, man.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
I am staying extremely focused looking at the princess.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Absolutely. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
No, I'm not. Like, look how nice she is. Look, see? She's cute. Look at the size of her eyes. She's like a kitten.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
You're making a huge mistake.
Nah, it's all good.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Exactly.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Ugh.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Hey, sir.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I'm not a key-wielding man.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Eat the princess. Nom, nom,
They
nom,
wouldn't
nom.
have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You never know. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's lying around up there, and if not, maybe I can find something to break you through.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
What? You think the voice actress and printer doing announcements for a bit? What, on GDQ? Oh, that's really cool. Wonder which one.
Is someone else here?
Explore tried the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're
The
here
narrator
to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Scan.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Nah, it's fine.
Easier for whom?
Exactly.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Yeah, but she's alive now.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
I was trying too much to be nice.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
In it. I mean, we know that because she's like some sort of like She-Hulk or something.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
You should find yourself a girl who will look at you like she looks at that tasty arm.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Oh, nice.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
No, we're gonna let her
Or
like.
we could use it to free her.
Agreed.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Maybe I will. Save the princess. Yeah, I mean that's what the game's called, right?
Fine.
Thanks, Narita.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Mmm, tasty.
You cut into her flesh.
Look at the size of her eyes. She's like anime.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Fortunate. Her eyes just keep getting bigger, yeah.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
The narrator seems disappointed in us.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Agreed. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
He's narrating my actions.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Getting scammed. Warn her. I can... slay. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
What are you doing, step bro? What are you doing, step princess?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Nah, we're good, man. Resist. I'm
The
resisting.
blade. Move the blade.
Give me the key.
As your body
Fuck
remains
you.
frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest,
Oh, nice.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Have you ever explained why we're not human? I don't think so.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh god, I'm shit at killing people.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Honestly, maybe everyone deserves to get doomed.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ah! She got blood all over herself.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
I think the narrator's very upset with us.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Pink.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality
seems
of
quite
what's
upset.
happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Rip. Chap soothe the damsel.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Oh, that's interesting going.
is a princess.
I really hope these voice actors' careers really take off. They're both really good, aren't they? Yeah.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu, but I died. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wasting your tricks. But I died, what am I doing
I can
here?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
That's true, actually.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last
The
time, did he?
smitten.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
This
Then
guy
you
sounds like
should
Zach
know
Brannigan.
that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
A peck on the cheek?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume and tell them the truth and all this happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed, turn around, leave. Let's proceed. We've already asked that before, so.
A warning.
Matt
before
Berry,
you go any
yeah.
further.
It sounds like Kiko doing a voice. It does, actually. It does. It's, it's surprisingly similar to his, tones, which is quite funny. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get Kiko to try this, though. He won't believe me anytime I tell him about visual novels now. Not after the Bible Black thing. I don't think you trust me. A warning before you go any further. What?
She will lie, she
Come on.
will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I told him it was a wholesome Sunday school game.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Yeah, it's very almost like Toast of London or something. It's quite funny.
I think we've already been over this. I'm
No, he
pretty
didn't
sure
play
just
it.
likes
He
the
didn't
sound
play
of his
it,
own
sadly.
voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
Hey,
Some
Neville.
things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
We got some hand-holding to do. What are the cabins like this time, since we were, being nice to her and stuff?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table.
Thanks, Noble.
with a
Appreciate it, man.
pristine
Me too.
blade
It's a
perched
big
on its
relief.
edge.
Big relief.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
The mirror. Oh yeah, the mirror again. I wonder if there's any point approaching the mirror. We've done that previously, but let's see if anything
Walk up
happens.
to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about?
What mirror? Oh right. Sorry. Yeah, right.
It's a
Yeah.
mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Damn it.
But there was a mirror a second ago,
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Maybe she's not a bird fucker. Enter the basement. I don't need the niff. We're here to hold hands.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't know.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess.
That's true.
We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top form.
It's a little bit creepy, dude.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I don't know.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She had her arm
There's a
back.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I feel like the Smitten's the kind of guy to wear a flasher Mac.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And we're only tier 3 subs. It's so weird she said that. Thank you, my dashing hero.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Only tier 3. Shit. We need to get a tier higher.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained.
Finally she noticed me,
by
exactly.
cruelty.
She said my name on stream.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Smitten's basic, at least Broken's a hardcore sub. Yeah, Broken was like into that shit real bad.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Nah, it's fine, mate. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
She's so animu. Why is she so animu? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The raids who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
If we're somewhere else, how does the princess remember us exactly?
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, she's so supportive.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
In it.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
She's a VTuber. It makes sense now. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Oh no, we're in a codependency. Fuck.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word
Oh, this is a
that
disaster.
passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
The world sucks and people are plagued. I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings about the one way or the other about the world ending. I don't want the world to end.
then I didn't end the world.
Oh, that's good.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect
Oh god,
wrist.
it's just like
And
movie night,
indeed,
isn't it?
We
Fuck.
won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What do you want to watch tonight? I don't mind. Whatever you want to watch. I mean, we could watch a horror film. We could watch, we could watch comedy. Oh, well, I mean, whatever you fancy. Oh, fuck.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she
That's on WrestleMania, okay.
Any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Which one was Smile 1? Was that the one with, Kevin Bacon's kid? I'm trying to remember. Whose name I've completely forgotten. Yes, that was actually quite good. I thought it was alright, that was.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling.
What should we eat? I don't care. You choose. Chinese? Nah. Indian? Nah. Mexican? Nah. Then what? You choose. Pizza? I'm not feeling like pizza. Fuck.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Nah, she looks extremely anime. I'll rescue the princess.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Wait, what?
You wouldn't.
I hope
I
not.
would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh, she does have dainty
Approach
wrists.
the princess
Goodness.
and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living.
I still
than
haven't
that
played
of
Disco
a
Elysium.
true
I need to give that a go at some point.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was a misunderstanding.
The princess jumps
Oh
up
my
and
goodness.
smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Oh, thank you.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Anime intensified. She's so anime this time.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
This is too late for me, man.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Well, that's depressing.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I mean, it would help if you didn't gaslight me the entire time, Mr. Narrator, dude.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
I want to end the world.
The princess
Oh.
closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Fuck. I just want to go get Indian, alright? Jesus. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. There must be something you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
Oh, she's getting more anime!
She can't
Fuck.
just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
I want you to tell me what you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
Ah!
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I want you to make me unhappy. That's kind of funny. She's regressing. Her eyes taking over her face. You have to want something more than making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay, clearly something is happening here and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here, nobody gets hurt, and we have to figure out a way to be happy together? I could just keep asking her, she just keeps like going weirder. Let's go to the top one.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again.
She's less animal now.
Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do. What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest.
She looks so disappointed.
Grasping for a handhold.
A handhold?
You find it. Your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it?
He was a tier 3 sub for too long, man.
It will be soon. You yank violently, your
Rib
bones
holding.
cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically.
This is the loosenest thing I've ever seen.
Your
Good lord.
bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't.
I wonder what would happen if we decided to keep making her extra anime.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
Oh, she likes it. That's nice.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Damn it. Happily ever after? Oh, nice.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Cabin's looking nice. Look, see, she got a little heart and that's nice.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh.
Worst route?
So you are. How do you know
What have I
about the
done?
cabin?
Have I done something
didn't get to the
terrible?
cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the Lupin last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
I was a paranoid here again.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! I can't say I'm happy to be here. This is a bad place. All
Is this what happens when you want to hold hands with the
wrong.
princess?
Can't you feel it? Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that
This is
whole
what- how is it that
conversation
bad?
is just noise.
This is building up.
I'm
This
stuck
is
on a
building
better
up.
question. Where's the other one?
The other one?
The other one? Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet.
Maybe you ought to stay with the
One
princess.
might even say absent. Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time. Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
Nah, you're like an extra, dude.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're
Hey,
definitely
TVB, you're
a
right.
bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room.
The narrator sounds so done, doesn't he?
This
He's like,
is a
man.
house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Ah, it's probably fine. What's the matter with the blades here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before us used it to kill us.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options. Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do?
We're not doing it right. We're here to hold hands.
I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
So now we're going to talk about the mirror?
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on. Like the fact that we can rip our own heart.
Well, the windows are
out
nice. She's
without
like holding a
deciding
heart.
That's what
It's
we're
cute.
going to do. Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? You better not do it again. Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. You said that last time too, but that hasn't stopped it from showing up again. Or moving. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward.
I wonder why
It's
the
just
mirror
on
is
the other side
also
of the
the
room.
consistent,
How
which
did
doesn't
you
like
walk
move
over
in the
there?
same art style either. It's interesting. It's solid.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just
No, we've been trying to
reach
hold
forward
hands with
and
the
fumble
princess.
around a bit. I'm
She
sure
gave us a
you'll find
booby
it
hug
handy.
though, so you know, win-win.
Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous.
Marvellous.
We can proceed. It would seem that
We're
the
going
stairs
up.
to the basement don't lead to a basement at all.
Oh, nice.
Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet, too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
We've just basically been bullying the narrator this run.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality.
I'm
It's
sorry,
in
you
her
threw off his
very
groove.
nature. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature?
Yeah, what if she is some kind of succubus and like she works off of whatever we're doing at the time?
That is precisely
Who
why
knows?
she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh, nice.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to.
Unless she's feeding me
I'd
from
like
previous.
to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? and don't eat the food.
So, eat the food. Gotcha.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the
That's an interesting
tapestry
shadow.
on every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room. The princess, seated at its far end.
Hey, princess.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight,
What blade?
hanging from a golden chain
Oh.
around the princess's neck.
I thought there was a cross at first.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Isn't that suspiciously easy?
It is suspiciously, isn't
There
it?
has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
I don't know, she seemed so nice.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her
Oh.
mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
That's nice of her.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
I was tired anyway. She went from a 5 to 9 on the anime scale. What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Is it? What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Where did you get dinner from?
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
That is quite a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said. Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned? I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Refuse her hospitality and eat. What do you reckon? Should we eat or should we refuse? Oh, hello, kitty. You alright? Oof. Okay, just stand on me. That's that's fine. We shall eat the food. We gotta impress the princess.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading.
It would be rude not to. That's true, actually.
The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
That sounds quite nice.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the
We're stuck
bone,
in the underworld forever.
juicy
Yeah.
and tender and bursting with flavours you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it?
That does seem quite nice.
It is the best meal you've ever had.
Oh, awesome.
But then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
Damn it.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow
Oh,
rushes
nice.
across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already.
Joke's on you. This sounds nice.
And then it's over. And you're just as hungry
We're in Barbados.
when you
Shit.
began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new.
You've got to be careful. The
And
princess is
so
going to be all farty.
you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and
goo.
it fills again. You do not drink more.
So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just...
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat. The meat is greasy.
Greasy.
The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew.
Tough bread.
The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
You shit your pants.
I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls.
Come see it.
Their shadows
Menace.
deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Wait, is this Smitten, like, chilling out at the back here? You said he. Who's he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all this happen. He's the one who trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one. The one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
What an asshole. Hey, Smitten, you were real chatty last time. Do you have anything to say?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
Damn it, Smitten.
No, I saw him smile. That's him.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do?
This is what? This is the tier 3 sub guy. Like, come on, man.
He says he's tired, and I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Well, we ate. What are we supposed to know?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar.
Oh, good lord.
The shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game. Its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of
We're
fun.
playing Magic the
right?
Gathering. You're playing Draft, but it's really expensive.
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
What the fuck?
And so you start over.
Oh no, we're cursed.
Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Yeah,
Hey! Will you look at that?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not
Even
reset.
Smitten's like, man.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
it's never going to stay fun. You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
You can never go home again, man. Bomberman with like 4 friends around the TV. It just ain't gonna happen again.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
I'm sorry, man, but it's true.
And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life.
I'm playing Gwent.
But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade.
It's a 40k board game. We're playing Risk.
Creeping numbness settling in over the board.
Or even worse, Monopoly. Never gonna end.
More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
Sick of this game, man.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
I really hate it when my wife and my wife's boyfriend get really upset with me. Tragic.
This is awful. I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
Right, Therese, are you happy? Do you want to play a board game? No, you just want to chew my wire? Okay, fair enough. That's reasonable, actually.
Lewd.
This place isn't right. We have to put the rest of them out to get rid of the shadow.
Why would we ever do that? We need the light. It's what keeps us happy.
This is like a dodgy relationship simulator, where someone needs to come to the horrible realization that it's a bit shit.
Oh, I know. We should do something. How about...
The princess's face drops as she pauses mid-sentence.
Would you look at that? I'm out of ideas.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
You get to do whatever you want instead of whatever they want. Don't worry about what's gonna happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose? Whatever the shadow's been showing us isn't real. We need to see what happens when it goes out. We shouldn't have to let it go out. What would you choose?
I think... I'd like to dance under the stars.
That does sound nice.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
Yeah, Monopoly's a bit shit, innit?
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Therese, stop being a weenie. What do you want? Alright, you want to squat for a bit? Alright. Nothing's changed, sitting in the dark. Slay the princess. Are you okay?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that.
Are we still talking about the same things now?
To pick
I
up
wonder.
the pieces.
This feels like we're all talking about something else entirely.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. I'm not sure I had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. No. The Giga Challenge response. Just say nothing, Slay Princess.
Lewd.
Lower part of the center right banner? Therese, why are you so obsessed with the mouse pointer? Here you go. Sorry, the cat is obsessed with the pointer for some reason. I'll be nice to her. I'm fine. Tenebrous Madman, thank you so much for the subscription. That's really kind of you. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I mean, I assume you are, since you know, subbed. But thank you. So, I mean, do we still care about her? Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. Well, are we both talking about the same thing? So, do we say we care about the princess, or is it better to do, you know, is it better to let her go? I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. That one gives you the ick, I know. If I'm being nice, what's being nice here? Like, obviously the top one feels a bit like I'm gonna try and lock her in a closet or something. But I think it's this one. I don't know if we, like, I'm not sure we have the... Therese! For fuck's sake! I can't see the text if you sitting in front of it with your hefty woman size. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come sit on me. Stop clawing my monitor. Get over here. Sorry, you have to give me a sec. We're gonna have to have a cat-related break a second. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here, darling. There we go. Yeah, I'll quickly... Actually, it's not a bad shot. Let's save it in case... I want to make sure the text is... Right, come on. Down you go. On the floor, please. God, you're weighing so much. Fuck. Right, let's go for the third one. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now.
That's a nice thought. I think this place was bad for us. It was keeping us small. I think it's time for us to go.
Offer her your hand. Oh, Jesus! I wasn't prepared for that. Fucking 18 rate game.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand.
Ugh.
The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we
It's too
leave the
lewd.
cabin, doesn't that end the world?
Wasn't it right? It seems pretty chill.
It does, if he's telling the truth. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world. Really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it? Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Lewd.
The third one is what you chose when you were playing this route. Jonathan, thank you, as always, man, for the resub. And I hope you're well. It's good to see you. Have you been enjoying the game as well, then? Like, I'm not shocked, because I knew this was supposed to be, good. But, like, this really is very, very solid. Like, a really cool game.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
I hope nothing comically bad happens, like she just fucking trips and breaks her neck or something.
And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me. Even if it's
She
not the end of you.
explodes.
I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he? Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess
Interesting.
we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
Then she like turns into like a massive maw creature. And like just eats everything. A quiet moment passes over you, a comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
We should really give her a fucking tissue at this point, honestly. Poor girl. She gently pulls you forward and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. She needs to be careful with that fucking dagger as well, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, your arms stretch to their limits. Only the tenuous grasp of your hands, disgusting, in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever. Is she about to be
Thank
nicked?
you for taking me here.
I think she's about to be nicked
This
by
is
the,
nice.
Yeah, about 3
Even
hours,
if it's
yeah.
a little cold outside.
I mean, we actually got a happy ending this time. You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Trust me, we've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
We survived the one absolutely horrifying. Is it because of all the hand holding, Brethren? I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be alright.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you?
You approach the mirror. Signs as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. I've turned into a slop fiend. You find yourself in the long quiet again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than
Thanks,
my
Colin.
attention can
Yeah,
bear
it's
to
really good
hold.
news.
To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? How do you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have
Hello,
chosen
Jeanette.
to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times we go back, at least one of us always hurts the other one. Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. Cruel. If anything, it makes you like you more.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
I'd followed the voice actors apprentice from her GDQ work, and seeing the devs and other talents discussing the live voice acting when I was halfway made me really fall in love with the project. It's interesting, isn't it? I didn't realize she did GDQ stuff. She's really good. To be fair, they're both really good. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
If anything, I feel bad for the princess in this one. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. F. Share your happy ending with her. Achievement unlocked. Oh, that's nice.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
So what do we do this time then?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Everything's so far. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things we could potentially do. We've gone in there and tell hello now. We've gone in there and killed her immediately. We've gone in there and not killed her immediately, but then get bitten. So I wonder what else is there to. I recommend in the same where you don't take the knife, try and free her, and this time try and stab her when the narrator intervenes. Alright, that sounds interesting. Do that.
You make your way up.
I'll skip the stuff we've already seen this time then. I'll hit tab and then, you know, so it's only new stuff we see. So let's enter the basement then, without... Try and stab her instead.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase.
Actually, we've done we blacked
faintly
out, so you can't
illuminated
retread
by
the
an
same, that's
unseen
true.
light in the room below. This...
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had...
I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains. Isn't that what we did last time? Yeah.
You're only making...
There we go. And check upstairs maybe with the key, and then he locks us
Okay.
in. Okay. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Some parts have more than one way to enter. That's kind of fun. So let's see. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the
If me
stairs.
skipping it, by the way,
This
drives
would
you
have
nuts,
been
let me know.
so
But
much easier if
it makes sense if we it's the blade. So this time stab her rather than this time stab her, I guess. Or try and save her, but then stab her when save her and let the narrator take her. Alright, let's do that.
Fine.
There we go. Approach the locked door.
No.
There we go. And now actually slay her rather than warn her this time, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
That dress is definitely a sort of an impressive stapled.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Oh my.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form.
She's not quite as
eyes
cheerful this time
shining
round.
in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
I wonder if she really is a monster or whether she literally changes depending on what we do. Like, Interesting.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark,
Shit.
and you die.
The witch.
You're on a path in the woods,
Seems reasonable.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
When even our thought and self-confidence affect the outcome, it's quite curious what we and she could be. Yeah, I'm actually really interested in like what the general gist is.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, I died. What am I doing? Okay, no. We've said most of this before, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got hurt. Why am I here? We've done that one before. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals.
Oh, no.
The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our
The
cards close to
opportunist.
our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
No, don't lick my tattoo, please.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust
There's a lot of
him?
unanswered
Slip
questions
of the
still.
tongue, bit of
Who's
old
the hand
brain
monster?
fog.
What
I
is she?
meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and
Who's the
see that
narrator?
princess.
Who are we?
We
Who
already
is
know
she?
We can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
See to the cabin. Have we done the witch? Have we been witchy
A
before?
warning. Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Jeanette's just watching. You watching? You just like the mouse, don't you? Yeah.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
No, I'm just wondering if
The
we've seen
walls
this
a
particular,
chaotic
like,
weave of knotted
cabin
wood
style
that,
before.
almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy.
But the mirror's
The only
consistent
furniture of
again.
note
Yeah.
is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Should we take the blade this time?
You'll need it
Probably
if you want
should.
to do this
She's
right.
probably gonna be a bit pissy with us. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
What a great choice to play this game. You're jealous? It's really interesting. It's really, really interesting. I've been thoroughly enjoying this.
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Enter the bait. Should I do the mirror gun? See what he says in different.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to
Power,
see.
Fury, Spectre, Wraith. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I remember doing Fury was the really wacky one we got the first time, wasn't
What
it?
are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
There's quite a lot of achievos for this. It seems like I guess for each of the different things, all the different routes and stuff. Which is kind of interesting.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
All right, enter the basement. One of my favorite things so far is it almost seeing like
The
what
door
kind
to
of
the
like
basement creaks
how
open,
different she looks each time
revealing
as
a
well.
staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness.
All right, 2 seconds. Do you mind, madam?
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with
I'm
each
glad it went well,
intake of
TPP.
breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh no. I hope she doesn't catch me. Oh no, please do. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Oh no. How wretched are we?
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Excuse me, kitty. I need to see what I'm doing. Come here. Come here.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we
Oh.
can talk our way out of this whole situation.
There we go.
Can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think
All
out
the bonks at the same time.
I'm
What?
the kind
What have I
of guy
done?
who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh, she's all like, oh no, she's
Descend the
furry.
basement steps, entering the dark
Alright.
room below.
She's fuzzy now.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Quinky dink.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
You recently found a picture of Kara from DS9 learning guns saying we're way past horny jet at this point. Yeah. It's time.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to
Oh no, she's got like the
remember
uwu face. I don't know. Now, are we going to try and give her a stabbing, or are we going to be nice to her this time? Uwu. Shanka. Shanka! She does have the, like, yeah, the cat face, yeah. Yeah, Shanka Uwu. I like to be straightforward in my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time. I think you might be dangerous to the world. I'm going to attack you now. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade. That's quite funny. Look, I know things got messy last time. I think something bigger than both of us is at work. We should team up. That's an interesting one. I wonder if what she'll say with that.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
It's not really what I was getting at, but...
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
She's not feeling it. I died last time, you didn't. If anyone here should be trusted, it's you.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
No, fucking sick burn. God damn. She can stay, yeah, you can fucking stay in your cave then. Why have this nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world.
She is looking a bit too fuzzy for my liking, honestly.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back.
I think there's a fair chance she might. There's also 2 chains this time. I don't know if they're both connected.
I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
It's literally both the prisoner's dilemma and the scorpion and the frog, yeah.
See?
It's interesting.
Gets it? There's nothing wrong with looking out for number 1.
We are going to get absolutely mauled here, though, I think. Interesting, we'd actually just leave and then not do anything. I don't trust you in order to free you and definitely not in order to get close to you. I'm leaving. I like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care how you treat me last time. I think you might be a danger to the world. Slay princess. Let's do it. I'm gonna be honest and give her a stabbing.
Do you think that being direct with your ill will frees you from its wickedness?
I mean, I was being honest.
Murder and betrayal are still murder and betrayal, whether you state your intentions or keep them hidden behind your back.
See, this is why we never tell people what we're actually thinking. She's just as mad, only now she's ready for us.
Still, better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, I mean.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her wrist.
Oh no. I got an achievement. What was that? Directly attack a suspicious character. So funny. She's sus.
She takes advantage of your split second of surprise and throws a fistful of dirt into your eyes.
That's not very nice.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little woman after my own heart, really. It's a shame we're playing.
Pocket sand, oh no.
This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices, she would always find a way out. Now stop her.
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
As you brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
Oh no.
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
She buries her teeth deep into your chest, tearing it. Right, she's distracted. Stab her in the back. In for a penny, right? Why not? As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched, just like me.
Maybe we are.
Oh no, she's into this.
So what? Throw her off us. Kick her in the shins. We don't have to fight so dirty. Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win. Takes a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all
The safe word is
at the bottom of the
Palomino.
barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise.
The safe word is unfortunately princess. We made a mistake on this one.
Are we? At the bottom of the barrel. We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. If that's not the bottom of the barrel, what is? No arguments here. You're doing great. Keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop? You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself
keep
get
focusing,
distracted
dude.
thinking about what comes after. None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. eyes gouged, skin scratched bloody, hair ripped and nails broken. Every rule there ever was in the Book of Honourable Combat, both you and the princess have broken a dozen times over.
Oh, we're giving her a shut the fuck up cut. I like it.
That's nice and all, but are we winning? Nobody's winning. I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're not losing. The princess cackles maniacally as the fracas continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood.
Warping wood? Oh no.
Wait, what's going on? We're establishing a newer, better packing order. No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise? Who cares about the groan? It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time. I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening? Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
Do you hear that, you pathetic
Oh no, she's
wretch?
oohing again.
Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Don't you threaten me with a good time.
Excuse me, what? You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit. And slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
That's right. They're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them.
What about you? They'll crush you just as easy as they'll crush me. Make them stop, you can make them stop. We're not animals, we're people, we can work things out. I take it all back, I can help you get out of here. Give up and wait for your death, go out fighting. What about you? They'll crush you as much as they'll crush me.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
She's turning more uwu.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction.
I mean, that's not very nice.
The roots grow ever closer. We know. We can see them.
Go out fighting. Fuck her.
You attack the princess once more, and once more the two of you fall into a vicious brawl. The basement continues to shrink as you fight, but neither of you pay it any more mind. Not until it's too late. The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you.
I mean, sometimes you gotta go out the way you go in, right? Kicking and screaming.
At first it's almost gentle. The two of you lift it delicately off the ground. But the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness. That tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living basement.
Probably fine.
Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh swelling with trapped blood. But still she smiles through it all.
I can't wait to do this again, you wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
She's definitely into this. Hello everyone. What's going on in here? The safe word is princess, so it's probably fine. How was your Dungeons and Dragons? Was it alright? Yeah, there's a lot of uwu going on. We've got some cat faces. Definitely some solid cat faces out of 10.
The pressure is unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens.
Slaying lots of things, that's the main thing, honestly.
And then you pop.
Yay!
Everything goes dark. And you die.
Sometimes you just gotta go pop.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
I feel like the woods are getting a bit wild again and wacky.
No, that's all wrong.
I skipped a chapter. Oh, okay.
You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
I've been very naughty, I'm sorry.
I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
Got into the dirtiest fistfight.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that.
Oh,
which
rooted
can
cat
only be
girl, yeah,
held
seriously.
From the corner of the eye, or with a passing glance.
I mean, there's worse ways to go out, honestly.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Sure, there's no reason to keep secrets. Someone decided to go in guns blazing last time, and that someone got us killed.
It had to be done.
And what should we have done?
Oh, the
Let
stubborn.
you draw things out with all that
Stubborn's hardcore.
conniving? Everyone knows a straight fight is best. It's honest. There's no need to bicker about it. I wasn't trying to
We like
start
stubborn.
anything. I don't mind what happened to us. I kind of like it now that we aren't actively being crushed. Yeah, now that you mention it, this isn't so bad.
Well,
And
where's
it's
Princess,
not
though?
like the fight is what killed us anyway.
Cheers, Giga, I appreciate it, man.
Cabin.
Have a good rest.
No point worrying about who charged who when that place ground us all into paste in the end. The princess included.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything.
Oh, we are the
We
princess now.
Stuck together.
Wait, if that's a...
We're
But that's a safe
one.
word.
This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
This thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
Maybe he's into it.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
I feel we're kind of in this together.
She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine, I like being like this. Why are you being nice to me? Don't you hate me? Don't we sort of hate each other?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now?
She's still kind of mad, though.
So petty. We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like,
That's what I was thinking, Ollie.
honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
Well, we did try and stab her.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it.
Hold yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Stubborn's like, no way, man, we're gonna go out with a fight. So, are we gonna gaze at the hatred in our heart, or are we gonna bury it? I mean, we can stay together and listen to Stubborn, because he's pretty cool. Or we can ignore Stubborn. I kinda like Stubborn, but we need to find a catgirl tree. Hatred only destroys. Let's bury it.
No, you can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Turn inward and find your freedom. Embrace my transformation. I got a
You
Chivo.
fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
And the Raider's getting sad
What
again.
is he going on about? What does he know about us?
He can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse us.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break
It really does feel like that both us and the princess are stuck in a, like, both of us. It's not like the fact that we are here to slay the princess per se. It's more the fact that whatever narrator is keeping both of us locked into this thing, is what it feels like, but over and over. There is a place you need to be, you just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry.
Oh, Nicole,
and
we like
unstable
Nicole.
and crumbles into nothing beneath you.
It gives us good jump scares.
This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible.
All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet.
For some reason I get issues watching your content all of a sudden and Twitch she's done. I mean, that's annoying. I wonder if Twitch is just being a bit weird today.
That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
Stubborn is hardcore, man. I like him. Stubborn was amazing in that first run.
Together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you.
You won't.
Stubborn was so funny when we were just blowing up all the
If I have
time.
to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
His pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world, the place you need to
Job
be.
well done, team. Just like I'd planned. Oh, can it? This was all of us, fighting as one.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It looks kind of shiny out there.
It's beautiful.
We're getting nicked away, aren't we, before it happens, though? And then it's
Where
gone.
did it go? Why is everything so cold?
You got scammed. You never get a chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad.
Trust.
Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
I'll see you on the other side, guys.
Okay. If you say so.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Finally. We're going.
Good old Stubborn. He's always up for a scrap. You approach the mirror, gaze into our reflection. Signs as you reach forward, they're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave. I've unraveled. I've unraveled. Find yourself in the long quiet again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, there's tree her, I guess. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Working on it.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
What's happened when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Oh, there's a new one. When you send me back, when you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does? I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything you'd like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Smash. Everything goes dark and you die. If.
You're on a path in the woods.
Maybe we save it. That was quite a cool run. I wonder if you can... I was about to say, I wonder if you can see what routes you've taken, but maybe once you've, like, quote, finished it, you can sort of see what you've done so far and things. What if it's a bit like that? Oh, excuse me. So what's been everyone's, sort of, like, favourite so far? I think we've had some fun ones. I actually kind of liked the one where they got to dance in the moonlight. That was kind of nice. That was kind of sweet. Like, for a game that has a lot of violence in it, that one was actually quite nice. I mean, obviously there was a bit of a somber undertone of, like, control and other horrible things in there, but, you know, ended up being alright. With Stubborn? That was actually pretty badass, yeah. Like, with Stubborn, we kept it blowing up and you just going, again. I like when she sassily called us killer. Yeah, that was quite a fun one too. And then she got all spoopy. Yeah, it's been fun, I've been enjoying it. Which is fun, but it can get even more fun to go other ways. Interesting. It's interesting how many different ways there are, actually. I am going to pause it there for tonight, because this is sort of naturally... We tend to get, like, 2 runs out of it, kind of naturally, and I don't want to, like, half-start a run and, like, sort of half-forget what's going on. Which it ends up being a slightly short stream, but I think that's the better way of doing it, personally, but... I think that ends up being a little bit tidier that way. Yeah, you need a full stream for the next bit, yeah. And I kind of want to do that as well. I don't want to, like, do half and sort of, like, get stuck or whatever and things, you know. Besides, I mean, I'm also stupidly tired at the moment. And I'm going to go feed the cats, get an early night, I think, with all the drama and excitement that's been happening the last few days with stuff. I got to get quite early, driving over to the hospital again tomorrow, but, at least it's driving over to the hospital with a bit more promising stuff, you know, looking a bit better today, so, which is nice. So, and I'm going to take off my second skin on my tattoo, or tattoos, tomorrow as well, so that'll be nice, because, oh my god, am I itchy, and this stuff fucking is amazing, but it absolutely fucking sucks as well. Ooh. I'm looking forward to getting that off. It's like having cling film wrapped around you and your skin. I mean, the skin does breathe because the stuff's really cool, but it's at the same time, it's just like, I want to get off and get in the shower, like, with it, you know? So thank you very much, everyone. Well, let's raid. Who's playing what at the moment? You know what? Clyker is actually playing a pirate game today. We'll park and say hello, Clyker. Because everyone likes pirates. You never had second skin, or you had to use cling film. Yeah, mine swear by the second skin stuff. She gave me loads of it this time as well. I've got like tons to re-put it on if I want to. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been really fun. I'm absolutely loving this. It's very, very interesting. I'm intrigued to see where this is going. I'm really invested, actually. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much. And I will see you soon, all right? Do take care of yourselves.